It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Pats coming up next.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Second down and 8. They put the tight end Brown in motion. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 2. To the air once more is McCarthy. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion comes Thomas. He'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 9. They'll look to throw. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Dolphins first down. In motion comes Thomas. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9. Back to the air one more time. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced 3rd down.
And waiting. No signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, I wasn't so certain about leaving the offense out there, but they did, and it paid off with a touchdown.
And I love it, Mike. I think we're starting to see this more and more often in today's NFL. Take advantage of field position. Put the trust in your offense. It's exactly what their head coach does here, and certainly pays off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with him again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And that big offensive line, clearing space, he's in. Touchdown, Miami. His first touchdown of the new year. The extra point is up and through. And the Dolphins move out on top 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. 3rd and 9. Now McCarthy. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
To the ground, a first down run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Here's a zone read. He'll keep it himself. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now give on the ground. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their running back set to go once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. The drive starts with a carry by 4. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Holding offense.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down. That's a pickup of 18. And will set up a very manageable 2nd and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion. Now, faking the give. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, 4. And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first down. It's 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did, pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down. Now this time they'll look to throw. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just... So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, Not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up third down. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. A pickup of 14.
Let me tell you something. Hicks already feels like very good.
Every once in a while,
I might trade Smallwood.
Somebody in the
I might trade Smallwood and move up Hicks. And I've got the guy from Miami too, the first-round pick.
Quarterback just dumps the ball down. A quick
I don't need Smallwood anymore. I know he's got a good contract, but for Amos, I don't know what I'm going to do with my receivers because I've got really good young receivers that I need to get some playing time in.
The perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players
Amos has to be signed. I may not sign him, but yeah, I mean, I've got really good young receivers. I might keep Smallwood just because he's got a really good contract, and then let Amos go. But I don't know. I don't want to let Amos go. He's like a special player. Smallwood's just a very good player. So, but man, I don't know what I'm going to do because
and a really nice run after catch.
Not just that, I've got really good young receivers on my practice squad. Like I'm stacked at receiver. I don't
throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I really don't.
Plays and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Really, really good. He feels better than Thomas.
Up the middle they go.
Thomas, I'm struggling to get the ball to. Hicks, I'm not struggling to get the ball to him at all.
Just a yard short of that first down.
The problem is Thomas is a lot better as far as numbers go, and I think he's got a depth grade and everything. So Thomas is. I should be playing him.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Putting the tight end in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The extra point, up and good. And the Dolphins are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. In trouble, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Brings up third down.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. That's going to be caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. This is taken at his own 30. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Patriots has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. Receiver in motion, headed left. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And just a short pickup there to the 35. A handoff as they try to run it here. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. From the gun, here's a handoff. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. They'll send him over to the left. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He is in. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a short pickup there to about the 36. Now they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. A handoff here, up the middle. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Going for it all. That's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0, and barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start, and this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
An extra point attempt to follow. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins keep widening that lead. It is now 4. To nothing. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's 3rd and 2. Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the first down, and it sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run once more with 4. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll go back to forward on 1st down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Again, it's 4. And this time they are ready for it. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. He'll drop to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Slot man in motion left. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's into traffic, but taken in. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down. To the air once more is McCarthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run on second down. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Now, a 3rd and 2. To throw is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. He'll open this drive on the ground with 4. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now a handoff to 4. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. From the shotgun, a give to 4. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They give it, and it's 4. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. So, a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.